Is this thing on right now? You're so stupid, dude. Here you go again. You're always lying to me. So I'm in the process of drilling a bung hole. We talked about before when the camera wasn't on, but this is an 8 NPT aluminum welded bung, and I'm gonna drill a bung hole in said aluminum tube. And this is actually, since we're talking about it, why am I putting an 8-inch NPT bung in the pipe or the tube, cooling line? This particular tube will be the highest point on the front of the engine. So all the water down in the engine down here, and then the engine gets hot and it can make steam. And then it's gonna find its way up into here to the highest point, collect, and then through bung hole, steam or bubbles, water, can travel back to green surge tank back there, way up high. So that keeps all the air out of the engine, thus keeping the engine cool. Maybe. You probably saw me filing on this bung, so I'm going to try not to have to file on this one and try to use step drill instead. Can't see. So close, yet so far. I don't want to use step drill. I'm going to go back to file. Are you? Are you teaching people?
No, you are.
I am?
Yeah.
What am I teaching them? You want to recap that? What did people learn today? They learned about bung holes and steam? I could have used step drill, but because the radius of the tube, the step drill just get weird. So back to filing. Put the bung into the bung hole. Look at that. We're all bunged up. Clean it, weld it, ship it. Because normally in our industry, we refer to tube as tube, but some people call it pipe, but nothing flows through it like liquid or gas, so it's technically tube. But would that be aluminum tube that I was making the cooling lines out of, or would it be pipe because water goes in it? Food for thought. Here feels good. Obviously, we'll have the tilt adjustment. So, brake handle's good. And then shifter, what are you thinking on shifter? We could just try to keep this thing simple. Just over here on the chassis, kind of real simple bracket. Trying to keep it, you know, authentic and kind of old school vibe. You know, not all this fancy wazoo stuff, to the point. Yeah. You know. Just make this thing go fast and not worry about the rest.
Yeah. No, I think that'll be cool. It's kind of like just keeping it true and to the roots, simple. I think if we do like a display out over here, it's kind of more in your eyesight, but like you just look down to see it and look up, kind of feels good. Maybe put that rugged radio up in here somewhere, and just now you got to figure out where the switch panel is going to go and what we're going to do there. But yeah, I think this feels good. There's a lot of clearance everywhere, and it's all right here, so this is good. And you want to make it paddle shifted later, we can get rid of that and do that too. So, definitely cool. Put the air intake back in here.
Yeah, air filter sit back in there.
Yeah, so what did you get, a How?
Yeah, I forgot what he calls it. Yeah, the How.
Yeah.
The How.
That'd be cool. So for you guys out there, the ergonomics of the vehicle, it's pretty important. Mounting seats and steering wheels is something that when you sit there, sometimes it can kind of feel off or twisted or crooked. It's a pretty difficult thing to do. A lot of people don't know this, but the older Porsches, the steering wheel is actually offset because of the size of the car. And from driving those cars, it actually is pretty comfortable. And where this steering wheel is here, we have good clearance between the roll cage and your hands, so if you do crash, you're not throwing your hands into things, or if you're moving around. And then where that shifter is, these are automatic, but we're manually shifted. So it's 3 speeds, and we're pretty much between 2 and 3 all the time. And we have a reverse valve body, so 2 is forward, 3 is backwards. And so you're really just kind of right there with that. So it's pretty easy. And then the brake handle, I like where it's at here because I'm kind of pulling down more than trying to pull up or straight back. So it's really comfortable with the seats, how they're cut out. And like I said, the steering wheel, we can adjust and get that comfortable. And then for the air intake, we're going to be running a Holley intake manifold with an elbow and keeping the electric throttle body on it. So basically it looks like a carbureted intake manifold, but it's multi-port injection. Has a huge throttle body on it with the electric butterfly, and then that'll go, the guys at How Power Steering make this really cool air box. It's really big and it circulates the air, and you can put in whatever kind of filters you want. But it kind of spins the air and keeps the dust away from the filter and lets the air get the filter, so that's pretty cool. So right now getting this stuff set up, and once this is done, then we start plumbing and wiring and doing some sheet metal, and this truck will be ready to shred.